This is your rage-inducing player, Echo Hopeway. I know it's been a while, but I was at work today and I was having some fun, working hard, making that money. Gotta pay that bills, and a lot of things were going on. The hustle and bustle, keeping my job, doing what I need to do. But I realized there were a lot of clinical mistakes today. A lot of people were making these small itty-bitty mistakes, and some of them were just completely blown out of proportion. Just, that's how it is nowadays. Some people see it for what it is. Some people can blow it way out of proportion. It is what it is. But I got thinking, mistakes. Mistakes would make a wonderful commentary, so I'm going to bring you guys my own personal life experience with mistakes, and hopefully you guys will take something away from it, and hopefully you guys will get a good laugh out of the stories I'm about to tell you. And some of you have probably heard these before, and I'm thinking about turning this back into a series of Echo mistakes, or just life stories, whatever you guys want to call it, and we'll see where it goes. But the point is, a while back, I think I was like 13, 14, we all want to impress people, and impressing people is not the way to go. It really isn't. I mean, if people can't accept you for who you are, what's the point? I mean, they're just going to leave you in the end, or they're just not going to appreciate you. Don't try to impress. Be who you are, and, people that like you for who you are will flock to you. That's just the matter of the truth. But I was 13, 14, the foolish younger brother I was. I wanted to impress my older brother. He was 2, 3 years older than me, knowing full well that I wanted to impress him. I wanted him to think the world of me, because I thought the world of him. And honestly, that's similar in siblings. You want to get along with some of your siblings. Some of you will fight like cats and dogs, but I wanted to impress him. And one day he suggested, hey, let's get in rock fights. And I was like, sure, why not? And I was like, I wasn't thinking. Now, at 13, I'll be very honest, I didn't have diddly doodah for common sense. I mean, I would do anything my brother said just because I was blind. I was blinded by my brother because I wanted to impress him. Not the smartest of ideas. Got in rock fights for a few weeks, and eventually my cousins came over, and they wanted to get involved. They wanted to, let's do this. They were all pumped. Well, sadly enough, in every rock fight, I was always the Lone Ranger. I was always by myself. But at least I was smart about it. I always got the upper ground just because, for one, you've always got an advantage when you have the upper ground. I mean, when you're on higher ground, you have a vantage point. You have a view. You see what your enemies are doing. And honestly, it turned out well. But one day, they cut me off. They literally surrounded me. And I broke free and got a little distance from me. But I got my nose split open. I tried to turn a corner, and there was my brother. He's about maybe in the water across the river, about maybe 30 feet. And I mean, he chunks a rock, and he splits my nose open, my blood going everywhere. We stopped after that, and I learned a valuable lesson. They wanted to continue. I was like, no, I'm not doing it anymore. I still wanted to impress him, but I had learned very clearly there is a point where you draw a line where you don't do certain things, and it it was a wonderful lesson. I look back at it now like, oh, that sucked, but you know what? It was a great experience. I learned impressing people is not the way to go. I learned that if you make a mistake, you can reconcile it. You can learn from them. If you can't learn from your mistakes, one, you're in trouble. Two, if you decide to make the same mistake over and over, that is just insanity or stupidity, one of the others. I mean, why would you make a same mistake over and over again, expecting a different outcome? That's just dumb. But what can I say? Is mistakes, that's great. You can learn from them. You can reconcile them. And there are some mistakes you can't reconcile, and they aren't mistakes. Like, someone that rapes someone that beats their wife. Those aren't mistakes. Those are choices. And the difference between a mistake and a choice is a mistake is something knowing you made a mistake or did an action without knowing what the consequences or what could possibly happen, or something that just happened by accident. Like, you helped the person you're trying to help the person up the stairs, and you didn't know the stairs were wet, and she fell, and you didn't know the stairs were wet, or something like that. It wasn't intentional. Rape is intentional. Beating your wife, that is intentional. A mistake is not intentional. For a good example, these football players made a mistake. I went to this church activity, and they were tossing a football, and they overthrew it. And the guy, they didn't yell, watch out, but the guy was going to get nailed in the face. And you know what? I saw it coming. So I stretched out my arm and blocked it. But in the process, I broke my hand. And honestly, that wasn't a mistake on my part. I am very glad that I did that. The guy that I almost punched in the face trying to protect him from the football, he was pissed, but hey, I made a good decision. I might have broke my hand. I didn't know till the next morning, but I prevented a guy from getting nailed in the face by a football. And honestly, that's a good thing, because, I broke my hand in the process, but I helped the person out. Honestly, if someone was going to get hit in the face with a football, I hope they'd do the same for me, because, getting a football in the face without knowing it, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pleasant. But the point is, you can learn from your mistakes, and I hope you guys just imagine that. Just no snap. Oh, what the hell, my hand! I mean, I don't know, but that's pretty much how it went. But learn from your mistakes, don't make the same ones, and try not to impress people. And another thing is, a lot of people they wonder how I edit my voice, or what do I do in YouTube. Well, I decided to make another video on how I make my voice sound the way it does, more clear, less static. Well, I'm going to try to make these how-to videos. I guess I'm going to add to the series, or add to what I'm doing. Instead of making strictly Call of Duty, I'm going to make a video, or just random videos, maybe some Minecraft here and there, maybe some other things. What do you guys think of? But the next video I'm going to upload is going to be Audacity, on how I make my voice sound the way it do. It pretty much just adds a little bass to it and adds some clarity, because honestly, and more importantly, just a basic setup on how to do a proper video, I guess, at least with recording with your voice. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay commentary. If you guys want to see more of these videos or personal life lessons of Echo and me, you know, breaking my hand, getting my face split open by a rock, I don't know. I just hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay commentary. Things are wrapping up. This gameplay is not too impressive, but if you guys want to see more videos like that, leave a like. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys on the next video. Oh, pick up the Warbird, and the game ends. Oh well, I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace!